All right, welcome back, everybody. We have a new review today of a new Transformers box set, and this makes what? Does that make four? Is this four? Because we had the first two with, um, uh, Starscream and I think Shockwave, and then two Transformers. Yeah, I think this is our fourth one, which is kind of crazy to think about that we actually somehow managed to get four of these. But this one's really exciting to me. This movie is obviously the best Transformers movie out of all of them. The original 1986 cartoon. Takari has been making our 86 line, and it's been absolutely fantastic with, 6-inch figures based on that movie. I've been buying every single one. I think I'm maybe a figure or two behind, but it's just been absolutely amazing. And of course, it's amazing that we have these in, Transformers or in Minimate. We got Minimate versions of them. Ultra Magnus is my favorite. Hot Rod's one of my favorite character designs. The other two, we'll get to them: Thundercracker and Optimus. But it's just a cool looking box set. And of course, this comes in the VHS set, just like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came in a VHS box set. For those of us who grew up on VHSs, it's kind of fun to see those. Definitely dating myself there. DST's dating itself with VHS box sets. I mean, it's 86, so of course that's when this came out, so of course everything was VHS back then. But yeah, very cool box design. Let's pull it apart real quick for you guys. Okay. So yeah, we have that really nice slip cover. I got to use a stand to keep it from falling forward. I always order. I don't really care about the condition of my boxes because I never save any. So I had Luke ship this in a soft-sided envelope to save like $5 on shipping. So my box is kind of a little bit warped, and just because it's a little bit warped, I may throw it in the trash finally. I don't know. How the heck am I supposed to throw this away even if it has some denting to it? But again, look at those like stickers that are like from Blockbuster. You got the DST sticker. On the other side, it's pretty. That's what the end of a VHS would look like. And then of course on this side, you have the 2-night rental. You got the film in there and everything. I love the Be Kind rewind and throwing Bumblebee's head on there. And then of course, I think we'll stop rotating it for a second. So yeah, of course we got the four figures right here and their accessories. Looks like we actually got an extra head of Optimus with the eyes that still have life in them, and then of course we have for crying out loud, now I can't think of what it's called, the circuit, whatever that's called. It's great to have that. Then Ultra Magnus's gun. And who knows what else is in there? We're gonna find out in a second here. Let's take them out and look at the tray real quick. Matrix of Leadership, is that what it's called? I believe that's what it's called. Now that I think about it, took me a little bit for it to click in my head. I didn't even have to Google it, but I'm pretty sure it's called the Matrix of Leadership. I can't believe I'm spacing on it. Pretty pathetic for a guy that loves that movie and watches it, probably about once a year, something like that. I haven't seen very many of the Bay films. I still haven't seen the fourth and fifth one. Is there a sixth one? I think there's only 5 actual Bay films, and I haven't seen the last 2. And then the third one, I think I've fallen asleep the 4 times I've tried watching it. But yeah, 86 I probably watch once a year, once every 2 years, something like that. But yeah, again, nothing extra that we haven't seen already. Let's take them out of the tray, get a way closer look at these 4. All right, so here we go. Here they are. It's a really nice looking set. We do have 2 repaints. I would consider Optimus a repaint, even though we have that torso piece. It would have been nice to get that torso piece in the regular colored version too. And who knows, maybe we'll get it later on. Maybe we'll get it the next set if we get a next set. One of the other nice things is, well, no, I guess I complained about that in the last video. Now that I think I was going to say, we don't really have any. This is a first set with repeat characters with Optimus and then basically Thundercracker. is nothing more than a repaint. But I forgot I went off on a tirade about Coronation Starscream the last time I reviewed a Transformers set. Maybe we should review these figures individually. Yeah, so we'll get Thundercracker done and out of the way with first, and he is a straight up, Starscream repaint. And I will say, out of all the figures to repaint and put very little effort into, Starscream's the one. The Seekers are the one. There's tons and tons of Seekers. You may as well give us him and whoever the purple and black one was. I can't think of what his name is offhand right now. Now that I'm put on the spot, but yeah, you may as well repaint these. God dang it! Now I can't think what they're called. The Seekers. Give us the Seekers. Easy repaint. You know how much toy companies. I'm not saying it's just Diamond, but you know how much toy companies in general love to repaint figures because all the tooling's done, all that kind of stuff is done. So it really doesn't cost them that much to get us another figure. So it's a good choice. Give us the purple and black. I can't think of his name right now. And then, of course, there's this Optimus. It's kind of cool to get him, but this, he's a one-trick pony. There's not a whole lot I can do with him besides take that picture of him dying. It is kind of a great figure. You do have the Matrix of Leadership in the chest piece, which is nice that they at least gave us the open chest, like when he was on his deathbed in the original 86 series. And you can't really see it very well, but that's what the torso looks like without, the body on and stuff, showing you the Matrix of Leadership, and then, just some other mechanical parts to him. So let's put the other torso piece back on him. Yeah, so of course there's that torso piece. I put that other set of eyes on him. I do kind of like the head. With the alive eyes, does look a little bit better. Oh, I needed to stick his helmet a little bit better, but he does look. I do like the look of that versus the original figure a little bit better. But yeah, that's definitely a easy repaint to give us, I guess. But yeah, easy enough on this one. I want to look at his eyes on the red and blue one. Look at the eyes on the gray one. Definitely a lot better on the gray one, even though I can't get that helmet on there the right way, apparently, for this video. And then, of course, there's Hot Rod. Like I said, I've always loved this design. I really like how his legs are a lot slender than the other figures. They're not nearly as blocky. It's definitely a much sleeker design. We have those wheels on the back of the tricep, and he just looks like a great figure. We also have the Matrix of Leadership. It's great that they threw that in for an accessory. I'm very happy to have it. But he is a nice looking figure. I have a feeling he's probably going to be easier to pose than most of the other figures. But it's great to have him in the collection, that's for sure. And then, of course, last but not least, but we have Ultra Magnus, which they did a really good job on that gun. They really did a really good job on that figure. The Studio 86 pre-orders coming at the end of the month, and I really can't wait to get him. They did a really bad job with him on with the what was it called, Siege and Earthrise. The figure's based off the animated cartoon that came out this last couple of years. Just I have the figure. I don't like it. It's not close enough, and his transformed mode just does not look right. So it's great to finally have him in Minimate form. Like I said, he's my favorite figure. He's my favorite character. I don't really have, I never had Optimus Prime growing up, so he was always kind of my leader. And I do like, from the movies, more of the hardened soldier, the greatest soldier of the Autobots and stuff. But he was never the leader. He never wanted to be the leader. He did not want to be the leader. So, great figure, nice and bulky feet. Yeah, he's not really that much taller than, like, say, Hot Rod, which he really should be a lot taller. But just look at the bulkiness of him compared to Hot Rod. He's a lot bulkier, especially in the feet, shoulders, arms, that kind of stuff. He's a little bit taller than him. But great figure otherwise. What does that bring us to for heroes? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 7, 8. No. Yeah. 8 heroes. Jazz, Bumblebee, RC, Grimlock, and then not Soundwave. What's the boombox guy's name? I can't think of it offhand. I'm having a major brain fart. But we got a pretty good team. We're starting to get an Autobot, civilization going almost versus just having a team. You know, you guys always hear me talk about 5 or 7 makes a team. We're up to 8 already. So, and I haven't heard any announcements on any new Transformers. So I don't know what's coming down the pipeline. If we're just done with Transformers after this, or what exactly is going to happen there. They have made no announcements on them at all in the future. So anyways, let's go on. I guess it's time. Let's do some pictures. You know, let's get some toy photography with these guys. All right, so our first shot, of course, is the death shot. You got to do it. I mean, you have the Optimus Prime, the gray Optimus Prime. And honestly, this isn't exactly, what would you call it, correct according to the movie. When they're standing over him, he's still red. He hasn't turned gray yet. I think basically Hot Rod has to get a hold of the Matrix of Leadership, and then he finally dies, and then turns that gray color that we see here. But we don't have Optimus with an open chest shield. I don't know how far this line is going to go. I really hope it goes a lot farther than it has so far. But it would be nice. They love doing their repaints and reissues in each box set. An Optimus with the open chest plate in the red and blue, red and gray, I guess, is his chest. Blue windows wouldn't be so bad. But we work with what we have, don't we? So yeah, here we got him laying there, dying or whatever. And then RC, Hot Rod, and then Ultra Magnus around him. I think Spike maybe was there too, and Perceptor. And there's one other Transformer there. I can't think of his name. He's a green helicopter. I believe that's who it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's still this is the heartbreaking scene that apparently ruined a lot of people. I was only 6 years old. I remember going to it in the theater. I don't remember anything else about it. Being that young and seeing this movie, I don't think it destroyed me like it destroyed a lot of people. But it was still, I still love that movie. I think I mentioned before, I still watch it like once a year probably. Anyways, just using that mechanical floor and background and having these 3 stand around him. So I actually did do a close-up on Optimus that you saw, that you probably saw at the beginning of the video. I didn't think it garnered a little bit of a video shot or anything, but I had to get a close-up of him. So, and he's not quite accurate to the movie either. His face, it would have been nice to have a more battle-damaged face. He has just his normal Optimus face. In the cartoon, he's actually pretty busted up. So, but whatever. Still cool to have him. Still close enough, I guess. So let's go on to another shot. So we're just kind of redoing the scene where Hot Rod catches the Matrix as Optimus drops it. And, this isn't even close to what the original was. The other 2 weren't in the background. I think he was more hunched over. And he catches it with both hands. I will say the one downside to these Transformer Minimates, and it is literally the only, well, I guess Transformer. Let's add transforming to the other downside to the Transformer Minimates. You can't transform them. But the other downside is the articulation, of course, to have these like really nice, beautiful looking Minimates. You're not going to give them too much arm articulation. These sets are so molded and original. Especially with the chest plates, that you're just not going to get a lot of range. So I can't have them holding it with both hands. I am going to try a few things later on with him to maybe see if I can tweak those arms to get him to be opening it up with both hands. But I figured this is close enough, and I wanted to fill in the background a little bit with other characters that were there. So, and Ultra Magnus is it's never a bad thing when the Ultra Magnus is in a picture, even if he's in the background. So yeah, it's just basically him catching the Matrix of Leadership as the other two look on. So, pretty simple. Let's go on to the next shot. So here we're just kind of doing the classic shot from the cartoon where it's Optimus holding up the Matrix before he drops it. We're kind of doing these out of order, but basically saying until all are one, and then I think at this point in time the dramatic moment happens where he drops this and Hot Rod picks it up, and Optimus passes away. Yeah, just kind of want to do an iconic shot of the Matrix of Leadership. Not much going on here other than I try to light it up with this blue light that I have, just to kind of give it a little bit more light. And, I guess it works. There's a little bit of a blue glow to it. It is a pretty simple shot, actually. But, yeah, just kind of a fun, neat little shot. So, not much else to say about that. Let's go on to another shot. All right, it was a while since I actually reviewed these figures and then actually had time to sit down and take pictures of them. And I almost forgot we had another Seeker. So I had to get a shot with him. Figured I'd get Megatron in there with his Seekers. Starscream and... oh God, I'm completely blanking on his name. I should know it. It's kind of embarrassing. Thundercracker. I think I mentioned Hotlink before. That, there's the purple... Seeker. Honestly, I wish there was some way that Diamond Select would just go, hey, let's just reuse a mold and let's come out with a bunch of different Seekers, like a 4-pack of Seekers. Let's go cheap on the packaging. The molding's already done. All it is a repaint, and then just give us like a box set of Seekers, because that's like one of the very few figures that I'm actually very okay with getting doubles repaints of. But yeah, we have, like I said, we have, I already forgot his name, Thundercracker here. Cody'd look really good with the purple Skywarp back there too, at least. But yeah, just getting a cool shot with these three, looking all menacing and evil. Background with the sky, the star background and stuff that you can just barely make out, but I think it adds to the picture. And then I threw a red light just to get a different hint on their chrome. I think it turned out to be a pretty cool picture for something this simple. So let's do one more shot. All right, so I had to do one final shot of my favorite Transformer. Just kind of a mix of Cybertron, destroyed, what would you call it, background. Little bit of robots, a little bit of Cybertronian stuff going on there, a little bit of war-torn setup going on here. But just really getting Ultra Magnus in there because he is my favorite Transformer. Studio 86 has a figure coming out. It's probably going to cost a lot of money, but it's going to be worth it. But he has always been my favorite. I had the original. I still have the original. I never had an Optimus. I think you even mentioned them. Now I'm repeating myself, but he was always my favorite, and he was my team leader. He's voiced by Robert Stack from Unsolved Mysteries. So there's a big bonus on that one. The fact that they use Robert Stack as a voice, pretty cool. But otherwise, guys, hit the like and subscribe button. Check out the description of the video. Leave a comment, share, do whatever. And check out some of my other videos. And we'll see you guys at the next video. Bye now.